Of all the hazards, falls are probably the most likely on a bridge site. They are also the leading cause of death in construction. And technically, fall protection is required for exposure to falls greater than 6 feet, or 1.8 meters, so think about 2 tiers up. Fall protection and rescue for heights during walkway construction is already covered thoroughly in the following section, where we distinguish between fall protection, the actual system for arresting or stopping your fall, and fall rescue, the process for retrieving a conscious or unconscious victim who has taken a fall. This method of fall arrest is considered an active system. OSHA also describes passive systems, such as guardrails, hole covers, warning lines, and safety nets as other methods here. And although a safety net under the bridge sounds like a fun time, the main method for fall arrest will be the active personal fall arrest system, or PFAS. However, it is realistic for the team to consider using warning lines for excavation pits deeper than 6 feet and cliff sides. For these, OSHA specifies warning lines to be within a minimum 34 inch above ground, flagged at 6-foot intervals, and able to withstand a 16-pound horizontal force and 500 pounds of tension. You can see in this picture here a caution tape warning line that has been put up over the cliffside. Additionally, when we discuss falls, we also need to consider falling objects. This is also very likely on a bridge site. Think rock getting kicked off the edge of an excavation pit, or a metal trowel dropped off the top tier onto someone in the ramp well excavation. This is why we always need to be wearing hard hats, but they can only protect you to a certain extent. OSHA mentions using tow boards, screens, canopies as engineering solutions. And one likely solution or thing you could consider enforcing is tow boards for 3-tier structures, as well as keeping all objects 1 meter from the edge of the excavation. In addition to this, the safety manager and all workers should be aware of all potential and current fall hazards on site. Everyone needs to be able to recognize them and stay close enough to communicate and warn people. OSHA recommends a written fall protection plan, which we have as part of our review call 3, that should be strictly enforced on site. The plan should include, but is not limited to, policy, systems, implementation, enforcement, accident investigation, and any changes to the plan. Consider adding a falling object section to your plan as well. The second Focus 4 hazard is electrocution. But electrocution won't be covered in detail because you will not be performing any electrical work on site. However, 3 options for electrical hazards still could exist. First, corded tool safety, which is already discussed in detail in previous video, so I won't go into detail. But the main points are to inspect tools, inspect cords for cuts, always use a 3-wire cord, and remove from the plug, not by pulling on the cord. Additionally, make sure to double check voltage compatibility before you plug in tools. Tools with different voltage ratings can be broken if used improperly. If you're not sure, consult with the in-country program manager who bought the tool. Second, the option for utility lines does exist, and in the case they are close, always assume they are energized and stay a minimum of 10 feet away. Third and finally, if there is a generator on site, leave the maintenance to masons, then follow the same procedure as with cords.